Hello,
Hi, is Deborah there?
this is Deborah.
Hey, Deborah, this is RJ Bates calling about your property on 64th Street. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
You had entered this on my website saying that you're looking to sell that property. Is that correct?
Yes.
Excellent. How much you looking to get for it?
I'm asking 125K, but I can be flexible.
So it is a mobile home. Does it also come with land?
Yes, it's on 1/3 of an acre,
Okay,
and it's private property, so there's no rent, no HOA, no age restrictions.
gotcha. You said 120?
125 is my asking price.
125. Okay. How old is the home?
It's an 83, and it does need repairs.
All right. Are you currently living in it or is it vacant?
I actually purchased it for my former husband to live in, and to, do some renovations. And he and his cousin have been living there. He passed away in April, so his cousin is there, and I actually have no longer need of it.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear about his passing.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Give me just a few seconds here to look around the area, see what we got going on. How did you come up with the number of 125?
Basically, I paid 75K, and I have done a lot of cleanup, replaced the water heater, replaced all the piping, the plumbing, put working appliances in, got the electricity turned on, got the water turned on, cleaned a bunch of garbage out of the property. And so, based on current values, I think that's a pretty fair price.
So I see some other 83 build mobile homes around there. I see one that sold for 160. It wasn't overly fixed up. Well, it wasn't fixed up at all. What I'm curious is if someone were to buy that for 160, where is a value of one that eventually got fixed up, I guess is the best way to put it, you know? So like when you bought it for 75, I mean, how much did you think it would be worth once you fixed it up?
Um, I don't know.
Right.
Again, my motivation was my former husband's an alcoholic, and he's been through rehab, so I wanted him to have a place to live, so I was, this home gave me both, and my, again, my focus was more on providing him a place to live.
Yeah.
So, I was hoping we'd be further along, but then I caught COVID and lost my income because I wasn't able to work for about 6 months. So we're not as far along as I had hoped we would be.
I see. So if you look at, there's a property 5710 64th Street. It is a 1983. Let me verify that's the year. 1973. Mobile home that was fixed up, and I mean it's in really good shape. New cabinets, fixed up, livable, nice floors. You know, someone came in here and did some work to it for sure. That sold for 150.
Okay.
So that.
How much property is it on?
Let's see here. It was on a 10,000 square foot lot.
Okay, so I've got more property with a third of an acre.
Yeah, but realistically, I mean, the house itself is where the value really sits.
Right.
I mean, even if we just gave a couple of grand to the extra square footage of land, and said yours could be worth 155 fixed up. I mean, I'm probably not going to be much higher than what you paid for it. So, and I know that's probably not going to work for you. There's not a whole lot of motivation there.
Honestly, right now, I am very motivated to sell it. I no longer want to deal with it again. You know, my husband lived there,
Right.
and you know, I don't want to. I don't want to have to do any more than I need to. So, you know, I'm considering all of the offers that I get, and you know, if I can come out and you know, I've got to replace the car that I sold to bury him. So,
Oh, geez.
you know, that if I can, you know, and close that out, get that sold, get me a car, I'll be good.
Do you owe anything on it, or do you own it free and clear?
I owe $45K.
Okay. What I could do for you, I mean, because honestly, I was just going to probably get off the phone with you and say, you know, there's probably someone better out there to help you with. But the more you keep telling me, the more I'm like, okay, there are things that we can do. It just kind of depends on realistically, like you just said, you're motivated. You want to be done with this. So if that's the case, what we could do is if I say this could be worth 155 fixed up, and then I say it probably needs, I don't know, let's just call it 30,000 to get fixed up to that level. What I could do is I could put this out in front of all of the investors that I know in the area, which I have a system in which I can identify the cash buyers in the area, and send it to them and see, and I could get offers to see what our offers could come back from all of the investors and kind of expedite the process for you there. But like I said, I think we're going to be more, you're probably going to end up somewhere in the range between $60,000 to $70,000 is what you're probably going to end up with. So if you're that motivated and you want me to try that, and I can come back and tell you like, okay, hey, I got an offer for this much. This is how much I want to make. So for example, say if we got an offer for $78,000, I would say, okay, buyer's going to pay $78,000. I'm going to make $8,000 and you take $70,000. If you want to do something like that, I can do it. It just depends on if you just want to be done and kind of let me go see what I can get somebody local to pay for it, then I can do that for you. But I'm just telling you, it's going to be somewhere in that $60,000 to $70,000 range, more than likely.
Okay. Well, I would, honestly, I would like to get 75 because that's what I paid for it. And like I said, I have done some work on it. So if you can get me somewhere close to that, I'll be okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'll try to get you as much as I possibly can. I don't know. I'm just basing it off of what I think the values are, from what I'm seeing, and understanding how investors are going to look at it. And as much as I hate to say this, I mean, the investors, they're not going to really care what you paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to run their numbers and they're going to say, yep, I can do, if they say they can do 75,000 for it, I mean, I can't do all of this work and not make something. So if that's the case, and we get an offer at 75, then I would be willing to do that for like 5,000. And you take 70, but I don't want to go out under the pretense of you have to make 75,000 because I don't have the confidence that we can move it for more than that.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and see what you can get.
Okay. So what we have to do in order to do that is I have to get what's essentially what's referred to as equitable interest. So I have to have some sort of contract in order to do that. So I would need to send you a contract, and what I could do is I can send it to you for the 75, just under the pretense that you understand I'm going to come back to you and say, hey, this is what we're getting. If we sign a contract at 75, I'll try to market it at 80. So I'm not trying to make a whole lot. And then whatever we come back at, I'll just let you know, and you'll be able to see that. So it's not like I'm going to go try to make 30,000 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm realistically just doing this to try to help speed up the process for you, because this could be a lengthy process for you to try to get a hold of a lot of people that I already know and I already have the system. So I could just, I mean, this is one of the things that we do for a living. You know what I'm saying? So what I can do is send you over the contract. I have your email as okay. So whenever we complete this deal, I'm going to have to ask you where that email came from, because I'm sure there's a story behind it. But yeah, I'll send you over the agreement for the 75,000, and then so we can get the process started. And do you have pictures of the property as it sits today?
Yeah, I took a couple. I didn't take any pictures inside because it's being occupied right now. But I have outside pictures.
Okay, and then on the occupancy of it, are we going to be able to send people over there to see it?
Yeah. The guy that's in there, his name is Jane, and if we're working together, I'll give you his phone number. So we just let him know that somebody's coming and what time they're coming. Yeah,
because that'll be like the first. I mean, it would be awesome if he could take some pictures of the inside too, because first thing we do is we put together a packet, all of the pictures. Here's the price. Here's all the information. We send that to the investors, and then that's going to be the first question: is how can I get over there to see it? You know, they're probably all going to want to go see it, and then they're going to come back, and then there'll be a wave of offers. You know, okay, I will give you this much, this much, this much, and then we'll be able to get it taken care of.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
All right, Deborah. Well, I'm going to send over that contract to you, and then, like I said, we'll get the process started. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye. Appreciate that, Matt. To be honest with you, dude, I didn't want to do the deal. 1983 mobile home. Unfortunately, there's actual comps for it, so it kind of makes it like not the typical mobile home. Joshy boy. I know I feel kind of strange saying like I just didn't want to do the deal, but I got the Joshy Boy special. You're gonna love this one. Are you ready for it?
I'm so ready. You have no idea.
1983 mobile home that needs work.
So you're asking the right of termination, or
Okay, so here's what it is. There's actual comps. Okay, case in point, right here, 1973 mobile home that was fixed up that sold for 150. She has more land than this does. Okay,
and this is in Florida?
this is in Florida.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay, so she bought this for her, what she refers to as her former husband to live in, who was a recovering alcoholic, and he died. And then she got COVID and lost her job because she couldn't work for 6 months. So she is like, I just want to be done. She wanted 125, and I gave her the whole, yep, I'm just not going to be your guy.
Right.
And then she was like, I mean, just what could you do? So what I told her is she paid 75 for it and has done electrical work to it and done stuff.
Right.
So what I told her is I said, I will send you a contract for 75. And we are going to market this to our buyers, but you need to be prepared to sell this anywhere from 60 to 70. And we're not going to poke you in the eyeballs, but we're going to make something. So I need you to be prepared that if we get an offer for 65, you're going to accept 60.
Okay.
And she said, okay.
I mean, that's as simple as it gets.
So she has pictures of the outside. There is someone living there that can get us pictures of the inside. And it is literally just send it, and whatever we get is what she will accept.
It's insurable, right? 83?
Yes.
The cutoff's 80, right?
I think it's 78.
78.
But could be. I don't know. I don't like mobile homes.
I don't either.
I almost always just cut them off. So that's the arrangement.
I will get after it.
And I saw you leaning first, so you're the lucky one.